Hello everyone, welcome back to Shelf Life Extension. I'm Alexis, and today I'm doing the Top 5 Wednesday video. So today's Top 5 Wednesday topic is the top 5 books you would save in a fire. And can I just say, that's evil. And also, I wouldn't save books in a fire. I would save my cats or my guitars or my makeup more so than my books. So yeah, it was really hard to pick, but I have 3 in my hands right now. 2 I'm gonna kind of cheat on because they take permanent residence at my parents' house right now. I was gonna bring them back after the weekend when I went to visit them. So they're mine, just not with me right now, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna cheat. I'll insert a little clip of what they look like if possible. Otherwise, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. 2 of these books I've already talked about. 1 I haven't talked about, and then the other 2 I've mentioned before. I pretty much just chose my longtime favorites ever since I can remember really starting to read, and like the books that have stuck with me, the ones that I could always look at and be like, I love that, and I've loved that for a long time. You know, those good things, but yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So book number 1, I chose Slay and Rescue by John Moore. I've talked about this in one video way back when, but pretty much this is another fairy tale retelling, but instead of it focusing on a princess, it focuses on Prince Charming. It incorporates all of the, you know, very classic fairy tales, and it just kind of puts a new spin, puts a new twist on it, and it's super entertaining, it's super funny. Prince Charming in here is your typical conceited, hormone-raging young adult hero, and it's awesome. It's so funny. If you enjoy the Lunar Chronicles or any other such fairy tale retelling, then you definitely should check this out. This is an older book, but this was amazing. It's just amazing, and I've had it forever because Becky gave it to me, and it's awesome. So you should definitely check this out. Book number 2 is Dragon of the Lost Sea by Lawrence Yep. This also was one from my childhood. Again, I'm pretty sure Becky gave it to me or I took it from her. And this was like my first book that really incorporated fantasy in the way that it did for the age that it's for. Because this is very middle grade age, so it was really perfect for when I first read it. So it's about this dragon princess named Shimmer who is on a quest to find her stolen home, which was a sea that was gathered up by a witch and put into a tiny pebble. And on her quest, she meets a boy named Thorn, who she kind of saves from his servitude, I guess, really, to his master, because she took pity on him, and it's just about them and their friendship and her just trying to find her home and find this witch and all this stuff. And it's super entertaining, it's super fun. I love both the characters, and you know, it's dragons and stuff, so I love this one. You guys should check it out if you haven't. And then this is one that I haven't talked about before, and that is Deep Midnight by Shannon Drake. Again, this was Becky's and I took it. I know this is part of a series. I haven't read any of the other books in this series or really anything else by this author, but besides the Anita Blake series and the like, which I was reading at the time, this was my only other like adult paranormal vampire book. And it's like, it was only until recently when I reread it again how much cooler it was, because a lot of stuff kind of like went over my head and I didn't really understand what was going on. And I completely didn't understand like the main character, and I was just like, oh my gosh, why didn't I notice this? Because it follows this girl named Jordan Riley, who is a 23-year-old girl who is like a copy editor. Like, hello, that is like everything that I could possibly want ever. And it's about her who goes to Italy to experience Carnival with her cousin, who is kind of like her only family, so her cousin and his wife. And there she starts to experience and see things. She starts seeing like vampires, right? They're appearing, and she's like, and nobody wants to believe her. And then people start dying and craziness, and she's like, dude, you guys aren't listening to me. And then because she can like notice them, they're coming after her and stuff, and it's super cool. And I really want to get into the whole entirety of this series because I now understand exactly what it encompasses. So yeah, I would definitely save this one because it's an old favorite, and I've like, after rereading again, I love it even more than I ever did before when I was younger. And now, for the 2 books that I don't actually have on my person, the first would be the 3-in-1 bound edition of the first 3 books of the Anita Blake series from Laurell K. Hamilton. Hopefully I could put like a picture here so you could see the cover, and you can understand why I would pick that. Because it's beautiful, you can't really find it anywhere, and plus it's 3-in-1, so, you know, bonus. You all know how much I love the Anita Blake series. You all know it's been with me since I was a child, and I am rekindling my love for it now. And if I was to have a fire at this moment, I'd be super pissed because I like have re-entered that fantasy and it would be like ripped away. So I would definitely save that. And then lastly is my all-time favorite book ever. But it's another cop-out because it's kind of like the Anita Blake one I was just mentioning. It's the Queen's Own by Mercedes Lackey. It is a 3-in-1 bound edition of all 3 books, which is like the Arrows of the Queen series technically. Either way, this was probably my first trilogy I ever read and my first like favorite love of a book because it follows around this girl named Talia who gets chosen to be a herald, you know, which means she can go to a special school in the city and study magic and become part of the Queen's, what's the word I'm looking for? Government, kind of, but not really. Kind of special forces is kind of, yeah, you know, they're governed by the hierarchy, okay? Yeah. But to become a herald in the first place, you have to be chosen by a horse. And the horse in the story, his name is Roland. Oh gosh, I can't remember exactly the dynamic and stuff. You should check it out. I'll leave a link down below for what it is because I haven't read this book in so long. Obviously it's at my parents', but I do really want to read it again because it's one of my, like, my all-time love. So yes, but yeah, you have to be chosen by a horse because you have to have like a special connection. Heralds have to have a horse and things, and it's just about Talia and Roland and how their connection grows and how her powers grow and her just trying to live that life and learn to become a herald and how she escalates within the system because she's so awesome. So yeah, that was like my first book about like female empowerment. You know what I'm saying? But otherwise, yes, those are my 5. Slay and Rescue, Dragon of the Lost Sea, Deep Midnight, Cloak Vampire, I'm pretty sure it's called, for the 3-in-1, and then Queen's Own, which is the name of the 3-in-1 again. Those are my 5. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please check out any of these books if you can. I know they're all older, but they are all amazing and they're all good, and yes. Thank you for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll check you guys out later. Bye!